Recording started here. This morning, we have as our trainer, Mr. Eric Wendt. Eric's been with us for a little over a year. When he first started with us in our group and our team, he was working 3 jobs and 50 plus hours a week. Due to the success that he's had through real estate wholesaling, he now only works 1 job, and he is serving on our team as an usher on the service team. He serves in other capacities. I know, I've seen him around. He is a wonderful person. If you haven't gotten to know him, go up and shake his hand. He is worth getting to know. He's got a positive energy around him that is just contagious. He loves helping people and bringing value, and he sure does. This morning, he's bringing value to our team by being our trainer, Mr. Eric Wendt. How are you this morning?
I am great, Ron. How are you?
I'm good. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to be here today. So today, I thought we would go on a journey together. As I was thinking about what to speak on and what to train on, I had a couple of trainings that I've experienced in the past go through my mind, and I sorry, I'm just getting over a little cold, so if my voice is a little raspy, I apologize. So I had a couple trainings in mind, so I combined them for this journey, and so hopefully this will help you guys, because I know this type of a scenario has helped me in the past. So just envision in your mind, so you're traveling through the forest, and it's dark, and you're alone, and you don't quite know what to do. And so you're walking, and there's a bunch of trees overhead, and it's just picture like this deep dark forest that you're walking through. And so a lot of times that's our life. We have a path that we're on. A lot of us don't have much hope for the future. A lot of people have financial troubles and struggles, and we don't quite know where we're headed in life. That's where I was before Renatus, and I know that's where a lot of us started as well. And some of the things that have held us back in the past, is our lack of knowledge. We don't know how, we want to get into real estate investing. We want to improve our situation, but we don't have the knowledge. And then we also maybe not have the time. We don't think we have the time, or we might be afraid, or we don't have the money, or we just are really good at making excuses for ourselves. Because I know that's the situation where I found myself in Renatus, that I wanted to be successful before Renatus. I wanted to be successful, but I wasn't sure how. And so that's kind of felt like I was walking through that deep, dark forest all by myself, and on this windy road where I didn't quite know what to do. And then, I found Renatus, and a lot of us found Renatus, and we were able to have our eyes opened up a lot. But we realized that there's still a big journey in front of us. And so as we're walking through the forest, we see a clearing. So we join Renatus, and we walk through this clearing, and we start to see a path. We start to see where we're going. But as we keep walking through this clearing, we come to a big pyramid, something like the Mayan temples, or the temples of Egypt, or not the temples, the pyramids of Egypt. Just these huge stairs. Ones on after each stair, they're so big that there's a ladder on each one, so you can get to the next level. And at the top of this pyramid, you'll see, that's where you want to be. That's your idea of success. That's whatever you created for yourself. Maybe you want 100 rentals. Maybe you want, to be $1 million earner on the marketing side of the business. Whatever your idea of success is, it's at the top of that hill, the top of that pyramid. But there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps that we have to achieve to get there, and it can be hard, and it's difficult. We see that it might take a lot of effort to get to that top of that pyramid, and so that's where we find a lot of ourselves. And so as we get there to that first step, I know for me, I thought, wow, I want to get to the top, but there's so much to do, and it can be daunting, and there can be challenges. And as we get to that first step and we see all the ladder rungs that we're going to have to climb, I attribute that to the skills that we have to learn to be able to obtain that success. Some of those skills that I thought of, and you guys may have others that you're thinking of, or others that you may want to develop. One, some of us are really afraid. We have a hard time talking to others, so we need to overcome that fear. We need to listen to our classes. We need to get that education. We have a lot of help, and so we have the Audible account that we can rely on in our education, and we have our instructors and our mentors and our 5-star and all the people in the community that can help us get up these rungs. But they can only help. They can't do it. They can't do it for us. So we have to take that first step and put in that work. So we have to put in that work, and we have to practice those scripts, and we have to little by little climb up this ladder that's going to lead us towards where we want to go. And as we're climbing up this ladder, all of a sudden we have a flock of birds come in. These big birds, some are big, some are small. These bunch of birds, and they start flying around. And these are distractions and things that can pull us away and pull us off of our goal. For me, I had a bunch of limiting beliefs that I had to overcome. I didn't feel that, my past had taught me that I wasn't successful, and then I had a lot of limiting beliefs about myself that I needed to overcome. And as it turns out, I can be successful, and I am an amazing person, just like each and every one of you are. You've all made the choice to be able to change your life, and don't let anything or anybody tell you that you're not. And so limiting beliefs, that's a big bird. And so you pull out your bow and arrow, and you slay that first bird. And then you have these other birds. Sometimes it's negativity. Sometimes it's more fear. Lack of sleep, because we spending a lot of time doing different things, and so we're up late and up early, and we sometimes look at the money challenges that we have, or maybe our family says, or our friends are thinking what we're doing is dumb, and they don't really see the full picture. We have family issues that come up. Sometimes there's funerals, sometimes there's weddings, sometimes there's health, and there's surgeries, and that take us away. And if we let them, they'll pull us right off these rungs of success. So we have to fight, and we have to hold on, and we have to keep going. Take that next step, whatever your next step is. And as we reach to the top of that first ladder, we have a little plateau where things get a little easier for a while. We've slain some of those birds, some of those trials and challenges, but we still have others. And as we go plateau for a little bit, we get to that next ladder, and we think, wow, is this really worth it? Like, this has been really hard so far, but is it worth it to get to the top of this pyramid and see what's up there, see what that success is like? And so we have the opportunity to build our skills some more. This time we got to learn how to build a team. We got to, whether it's a real estate team, and where you're getting into some deals now, and so I'm learning that you need to have realtors and all those people on your team for real estate. And then maybe you're in the marketing, and you have a few people under you, and you're learning how to be consistent and to train and to balance all the things in your life. Maybe you're still working a W-2 job, and you're trying to still do Renatus on the side. And so I kind of think of this stage as a balancing act, which is where I'm at. I've had some success, and I've obtained some skills, but I still have a long journey ahead of me, and now it's learning to balance everything and be consistent. But there's still lots of birds around. There's still, sometimes there's still doubt that seeps in. There's still family things that come up. There's still lack of sleep, and sometimes people's they haven't seen a lot of success from you, so they still may not believe in you. But we need to believe in ourselves, because each and every one of us is amazing. Um, we have the ability to achieve anything we want. And as we continue on our path and up our journey, we start taking those other rungs, and as we climb each one, we get a little closer to the top. We get a little closer to our goal, and now we can start to see the end in sight, or not the end. We can start to see the top, and we're getting a little bit better view of just how wonderful the top may be. We can look around, and we can start to see the view and look over this forest and see there's lots of colorful trees at the top, and there's lots of sunshine up there, and how things are becoming a little easier. And so we keep going up, and as we're getting towards the top, we have a few more ladders to climb, and each one brings us closer to the top. And as we get to the top, we realize just how amazing the success is. We have time freedom, we have money freedom. We don't have to worry about our bills anymore, because we have cash flowing rentals that are taking care of all of our stuff. And we realize, man, it is worth it. All that hard work, all those tears, all those late nights, all that stuff that we went through, it's worth it. And we have our belief system, and we've met amazing people, and we're able to help change people's lives. And so that's our journey. And I wanted to share one of my favorite quotes with people, because I believe it's true. And Williamson, it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I love that quote for a couple of reasons. It shows that we all have glory inside of us. We all have light. And as we let that light so shine, we give other people permission to do the same. And if people shrink in our presence because they're afraid of our light or they don't like our light, that's their problem. We are here to shine. We are here to be fabulous, gorgeous, and talented, and to let those talents grow and to be developed and to help others. And that's one of the reasons why I love this community, because there's so many positive, wonderful people that no matter where you're at on your journey through life and through success, there's so many people that can help you achieve your goals and achieve what you want to do. And so I've been so grateful for this opportunity to be here with Renatus and share some of my thoughts. I know it may be a little different from some of the trainings that we've had in the past, but I'm going to open it up to any questions and see if I can shed any light on anything. Does anyone have any questions that they've been thinking about?
Eric, Ron here. Appreciate what you're doing for us. What is the secret, or what is your tool that you use to keep yourself motivated when you start feeling those clouds gather around? You feel a little discouraged?
Oh, good question, Ron. I use my vision board. Yeah, so I put a vision board up and with pictures of my family and trips that we want to take and places that we want to go and things that I want to create. And I have some affirmations on there that I can read every morning. I have that quote that I just read on that vision board as well to remind me to be a light to the world. And I review my goals frequently and set goals. Those are some of the things that I've done to help keep me motivated. Good question. Appreciate it. Does anyone else have anything that they were wondering about?
This is Shelley. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to say that I love that quote. That quote is one of my favorite quotes ever. When you were reading it, I just started crying. It does. It really is a depiction of what we all go through, and just your training was so awesome and so amazing and so powerful this morning, because I've been there, going up that ladder and the hard times that you go through. But when you stretch and you grow, then the fear becomes less. And now I'm looking at even bigger things to do than what, than just my fix and flips and things like that. I'm even looking at $1 million fix and flip right now. So which when I first started, I never thought I'd dream that I could do that. So I just want to thank you so much for this training. It was amazing, and it was very powerful. If you have any wholesale deals, look me up, Shelley Reeder. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Shelley. Yeah, I'll certainly keep you in mind for sure. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Hey,
Eric.
Cool. Yeah.
Hey, this is Brian from Scottsdale Elevate.
Hi,
I was just
Brian.
kind of thinking of and thanks for the training, by the way. And I was just thinking of the higher we go, we're always coming across more people that kind of help us on our way up. And I just wanted to ask you who was one of your mentors that helped you, and what was one of your big aha moments on the way?
I've had lots of people that have been helpful. Michael Huggins has probably been one of the biggest helps. He's my 5-star. He's really good at calling me out of my excuses. And when I try to make excuses, he just pounds them with a hammer, and all of a sudden I can't use them anymore. So I've appreciated him and all his support and calling me out when I need it, because I was one that made a lot of excuses, especially in the beginning. And there's, all the leadership I learned from each and every person at Elevate, even if it's just feeling their positive energy. And, it's just amazing to be around positive people all day, or at least when at the meetings. So that's a great question. Thanks for asking. Anybody else have anything that wanted to share, or any other questions?
Hey, Eric, it's Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Hey, so I just wanted to personally give you a shout out. If you guys don't know, Eric is like one of the nicest guys, and he is super awesome at the usher, and he makes you feel good even as an IMA. So I wanted to say thank you for that, and thank you so much for helping with me personally with my guests and with other people's guests at the events. I know that's not always easy dealing with everyone else's guests at the same time, and I do appreciate what you do for us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all your work with the registration team and all that you do too. I know it's a hard job as well.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome. I think we have time for one or two more questions, and then I think we'll wrap it up. Is there anyone else that had anything they wanted to say?
Eric, I see a comment there that's on the chat that says, how do you juggle family life and work/Renatus?
Oh, cool. Thanks. I didn't I use a planner because that's the only way I'm able to keep things straight. Michael, through his EMT training, he gave us a law of attraction planner, and it's helped out a lot to be able to write down all the things that I need to do every day, and then it's just prioritizing. I listened to a book a couple months ago, about a month ago now, called Essentialism, and it talked about putting the most important thing first. And so he had a little acronym. It said WIN, W-I-N, what's important now. And so as you look at the things you need to do throughout the day, you take care of that very most important thing first, and then you go to the second most important thing, and then you keep working down that list. Because if you check off the first most important thing, then what was second now becomes your most important thing that you need to do. So that's really helped me to be able to focus on what I need to do every day. What's important now. So thanks for that question. I appreciate it. I think we have time for one more.
And then there was a comment right before that I just noticed as well. I don't know if I got an answer, but what's your guest attendance to combo cell ratio? Eric, I think you're muted too.
Oh, I did hit the mute button. Sorry. So my guest to combo ratio is, now that I've gained some of the skills, is probably, I don't know, 5 to 7 to 1 if I do it by myself. But then I can also leverage other people like Michael and others to help increase that ratio where they help with those closes too. All right, cool. Good question. All right, anything else before we move on or before we end? All right, cool. Well, I appreciate everybody hopping on the call. It was a pleasure to be able to share some of my thoughts and things this morning. I know we're all busy individuals and have a lot of stuff to get done, so I'm going to go ahead and end the call. But if you have any other questions or need my help, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be able to help you with whatever. Or I'll be happy to help with whatever I can. So you're all amazing. Let's go kick some butt today, and have a great day. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you being our trainer today.
Thank you.